El exec, el exec, el exec. El Vélez, el Vélez, el Vélez. El fenómeno que todos quieren ser. El chamaquito que no pueden entender.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to episode 122 of the Exec Talk podcast. I'm your host, Elvalez. As always, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the comments. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, all of the above. Links are in the description. All right. I know, this is a Thursday and it's late, right? Actually, no, this is going to go up on Friday. It's Thursday today. I watched the soccer games yesterday, got home too late to do an episode. My bad. I understand. Okay, I understand. But now we got a little bit more to talk about today. Because if I would have done the episode yesterday before the game, I would have had a prediction for y'all. It would have been wrong. And I wouldn't have been able to break down the games. But today, we get to break down the games of Euro Cup, the semifinals for the Euro Cup and the Copa America. And we get to talk about the USA basketball team beating Canada 86-72. We'll talk about how they looked, if there's any chance for anybody else, and if this team rivals the 92 or the 2008 Redeem team. Jamal Adams signed with the Titans. Veteran safety. Don't know the number yet. He just signed with the Titans. Will it help him? I think it will. Putting a veteran back there. A guy that can tackle for sure. And he should be able to redeem himself from what he was at Seattle. And the injuries and the lack of production after being at the Jets. So we shall see about that. Summer League has kind of kicked off some special little pre-Summer League tournaments, but Summer League essentially started. Dalton Connect yesterday or today scored 20-9. Strong performance. That's what I expect from that kid. I don't expect a lot of 10-point outings from Dalton Connect. He's too polished. He's too much of a NBA ready player. People thought that he might go in the top 5, maybe in the top 8. He dropped down to 17, and JJ Redick saw that and was like, "Oh, let me get that." Khalil Ware for Miami Heat have been playing well. Now, the comparisons to Wemby need to stop, okay? The comparisons to Chet need to stop, okay? We picked this guy late in the first round. I get that he's showing us stuff in Summer League, but listen. Just because you show up in Summer League don't mean you're going to show up in the league, okay? Most of these guys in Summer League are not going to make no rosters. This is called running for fun. They want to get noticed, maybe get a 10-day, but this is running for fun. So I'm not going to put a lot of hype on a Miami Heat pick that didn't get hype when it happened. If he develops into a 7-foot shoot in the paint, can block shots, and help us win, I'm all for it. But right now, the state of the Heat is hoping for health and not much else. We didn't get DeRozan, couldn't get Mitchell, couldn't get Paul George, DeJounte Murray. We couldn't get shit. Okay? S-H-I-T. Shite. Nothing. Let's talk about this soccer. Spain advances 2-1 against wow. I just forgot. England. No, they're going to face England. Sorry. They beat France 2-1. Lamine Yamal becomes the youngest goal scorer in Euro Cup history at 16 years old with an absolute sickening thunderclap off his left foot. Kind of lulled the defender to sleep, went to the right, touched it back to the left. It looks like it was kind of farther away than he wanted it, but he stepped up and hit that shit. He didn't hit the crossbar. He hit the post and bounced in. Just a hell of a goal. Hell of a goal. Spain has been easily the best playing team in this tournament. And in the final, we will get to it, but I expect a little bit more of the same. Excuse me. Lamine Yamal is going to be dirty in the next few years. This kid has everything you need in a superstar. Charisma, smile, daringness, no fear. He's leading this Spain team as a scorer. And when you see him play, kid's pretty unstoppable. So I don't know about Endrick for Brazil, but this kid, 16 years old, he turns 17 Friday. So he'll be 17 at the Sunday for the final. So we'll see what he does for his birthday. Argentina, it goes 2 over Canada. This was an easy, Julian Alvarez, beautiful goal. Then Messi got an easy one. And that's all she wrote. Canada really didn't have a shot. England beats Netherlands 2-1. 91st minute. Really good game. 20 in the 20s, 22nd, 23rd minute. You had Xavi Simon for the Netherlands hit an absolute cracker of a goal. Coming down the right side, came into the box all by himself and just hit an absolute firecracker to the left upper 90. And you thought that maybe Netherlands could park the bus and finish, right? But in true Netherlands fashion, they've always let goals, especially this tournament. They've scored them and they let them happen. So then it's 1-1 because Harry Kane gets a penalty like 8 minutes later. Valid penalty. Studs up. I wouldn't have called it a penalty because of the circumstance of the game, but valid penalty. 1-1. Then we're at a stalemate, 1-1 until the 91st minute. And then super sub Ollie Watkins, who came in with Palmer, hits a hell of a goal. Gets it on the right side from Harry Kane. He's facing away from the goal just to try to get away from the defender, but he turns around, kicks the ball a little bit in front of him, and then literally turns around and just smacks that shit far lower. Went five hold the defender, and then out over the outstretched arm of the goalie. England and Spain, literally the two colonial powers. So the one that colonized America, the one that colonized all of South America, and a lot of the world. I think Spain has been playing the best. I think Spain is the favorite. Lamine Yamal is probably the best player, the best young player on the field. I can't say the best player because, Jude Bellingham is on the other side, so is Harry Kane. But if we're talking about, young superstars, I would say Lamine Yamal is the guy of this match. Two great defenses, strong teams, very finesse, but can play the strong game as well. Love set pieces, love to attack the edges. It's going to be a very active game. I expect Spain to win, whether it's in penalties or in regulation. Or in extra time. I expect Spain to win. Okay? Let's get to the big one. Colombia beats Argentina 1-0 in an absolute nail-biter from minute 1. Okay? The goal for Colombia came on another James corner. A beauty. The header was a beauty. Just snuck it in to the left, into the left side of the goal. And then Colombia, even with 10 men, because they got a red card, defended well. Argentina. What am I saying? They didn't beat Argentina. Was it Argentina? Jeez. Uruguay. They beat Uruguay, now Argentina. They're facing Argentina in the final. My bad, I wrote it wrong. Uruguay was pushing, but unfortunately, it did not happen. Nunez had 3 cracking, good cracks at it in the first half. Even Colombia had 2 cracks at it late. Easy ones to put it up 2-0, couldn't do it. But, in the end, I think the best team won. Colombia was the best team. I think between Colombia and Argentina, though, Messi, James are the two big names. You have Luis Diaz on one side. Angel Di Maria, Julian Alvarez. So it's the best team in the world versus the best team that's playing right now. I guess you could say in the world besides Spain. 27-0. Colombia versus Argentina, who are the reigning World Cup champions. I think that, it's going to be close, but I think Argentina pulls it. It's just something about that team, man. Something about that team. If Colombia wins, and I'm going to watch it at a Colombian household. So secretly, I'm going for Colombia, even though I think Argentina is going to win. Colombia has to play a beautiful very turnover-free game. You cannot turn the ball over a half like you were doing against Uruguay. You can't allow those runs in the back. Those will get finished. Julian will finish them. Messi will finish them. Di Maria might finish them. You cannot have those type of lapses. On the other side, Argentina can have those type of lapses because any set piece is liable to get a goal because of James. It's just what it is. He's been that good. Okay? I expect it to be a very close game. Maybe 2-1, but I'm leaning 1-0. I'm leaning 1 goal. But maybe 2-1 if the pressure is definitely set on. Maybe 1-1 in penalties. If this goes to penalties, that'd be insane. Everybody's going to be on, 2 countries on the edge of their seats. But it's going to be a great Euro Cup and Copa America final. I'm very excited about it. On some other news, Paul Skeens. 7 no-hit innings. 99 pitches. Pulled. Listen, there is certain things in the sport of baseball that go over analytics, go over any set of plan, and that is a special moment. These special circumstances that you only get once in a while, that you got to seize it when it's there because you might not get it again in a while or ever. Paul Skeens is the second time he goes 6 innings deep. Pause. That shit was crazy. 6 innings deep plus no-hit innings. And he's been pulled both times. As an LSU Tiger in the NCAA championship, Paul Skeens threw 125 pitches. I believe he got even to 130. One game going 130 pitches to try to get a no-hitter is not bad in a career that's going to last 20 years, 15 years. That's just me, though. His record goes to 5-0 or 6-0. No, 7-0 with a 1.9 ERA. 1.9. This guy's a rookie. Was drafted last year. 1.90 ERA. Are you kidding me? 11 strikeouts matching his career high again? This guy's dominating. He has to start the All-Star game. Speaking of All-Stars, Anthony Santander going for Kyle Tucker. Willie Castro going for I forgot. I think it's Rafael Devers, because he's not playing either. Who else? Oh, Jordan Westberg is going. So some people that were deserving are still are going anyway. The lineup for the home run derby. My 3 favorite names on there is Gunnar, Bobby, and Adolis. Marcel's cool. Teoscar's cool. Then I forgot the last guy. I shouldn't, but I did. But those are cool. I remember the days when it was Bryce and Julio and Big Papi and, Josh Hamilton, like the big boys. I guess not this year. How many people wanted to do it? I'm guessing because you could have definitely gotten, if you wanted some like high power caliber, bomb show, I would have, Byron Buxton, maybe O'Neal Cruz, Luis Robert again. This year, Josh Naylor, has like 22 home runs. Ohtani, so a lot of people had to say no for that lineup to be like that. Thank God Gunnar and Bobby will do it. I don't know how many Bobby will hit. I don't know if he's going to change his swing. His swing is really not a home run swing. He has the power, but it's not a home run swing. If I had to pick a favorite right now, it'd be between Gunnar and Adolis. Adolis too easy of a swing. Like, he just gets it and it's out. And then Gunnar is also an easy swing and it's easy power. Easy power. Cruising. Marcel's good. He just has to, after every swing, he has to set up in the box again. He has the Big Papi problem and the Prince Fielder problem. But they both won, so we'll see what happens. Other than that, the USA basketball team. We beat the Canada. LeBron and Steph combined for 19. Ant had 13, and he did not start. I'm going to repeat. Anthony Edwards did not start. I don't like that. The reason I don't like that is because we were down 11-1 before he came in. That means we didn't come out aggressive enough. So we got to let the 22-year-old go cook up. He settled us down, scored 6 points, got us back in the game. We took off from there. Curry made some threes. LeBron made some cuts, made some shots. D-Book made some shots. Tatum cooked up a little bit. Bam had some dunks. AD had some layups. And we turned Shea, Dylan Brooks, Jamal Murray, R.J. Barrett, Kelly Olynyk, and we packed them up. We go to Abu Dhabi against Australia on Monday. That should be another blowout. Now, these aren't blowouts like the 92 or Redeem team where we were blowing people up by like 20 plus, but you got to remember these are actual teams now. Not as good as us, but actual teams. Teams with actual talent that actually play basketball in the NBA. Is there anybody that can beat us? Ourselves. Our roster is so hooked up that they're talking about it as maybe the best roster ever. Now, I'm not going to say that because I'm never going to disrespect MJ, Magic, Charles, Larry, even though he was old. You still got Patrick Ewing. I mean, that team was stacked. But what I will say is that the NBA and the basketball as a whole has gotten way better. And by that stuff getting way better, that means that our people have to be way better. I think there's still a talent gap, but it's not as big. Back in the day, I think they were facing a lot of plumbers and lawyers and, people that did basketball on the side for other world teams. Or they only had like one NBA player. Everybody else played in the Euro League or overseas. If we lose one game, shame on us. If a game is close, shame on us. As we keep going in these exhibition games, and finally when we get to Paris, we should be clicking so good that we are blowing people out by 25 plus. If you want to get compared to the Dream Team and Redeem Team, that's the stats you're going to have to face. In 2008, LeBron and D-Wade destroyed the rest of the world. So did Melo, so did Kobe. They were winning by like 30. In 92, they were winning by 40. Games were not close. 8-0 to the gold medal. That's what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting no close games. I'm not expecting no nail biters. I'm expecting us to step on the throat of the world and walk out with that bitch with the gold, cementing ourselves as 6 times straight gold medalist. Period. I don't want to see we lose one game in group play. I don't want to see that we get close with a 10-point game, 5-point game against like Serbia or like Greece or like France. I do not care. None of those teams have what we got. Okay? We got 2 of the top 10 players of all time. We have the greatest scorer of all time. And a bunch of dogs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 top 75. 4. AD, Bron, Steph, and KD. 4. Nobody else has 1. Jokic will be on the top 100 team. Giannis is a top 75. Got to give Giannis his respect. Giannis is a top 75 player. But like I said, there should be no competition. We should get there. And by the time it's over, people should be sleeping because of how bad we beat people. Okay? I'm telling you. If there is any close game, if there is even an inkling that we might lose a game, disappointment. Even if we win, disappointment, because that's not what that roster's supposed to be doing. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room for that team. Derek White getting chosen over Paul George, Kyrie Irving, and Jaylen Brown for Kawhi's absence. Kawhi's not going to play. Why is Kawhi not going to play? Because Steve Ballmer told him he cannot play. Because if he plays for USA, it means that he's putting into jeopardy the Clippers season next year. And he's already done that by getting hurt. Supposedly, in the last 2 weeks is when he felt finally comfortable to play. That is not a good thing, like we talked about when that news first came out. And we said she shouldn't play, just like Joel Embiid. But Joel Embiid played. Okay? I think he started, actually. I think it was Steph. Book, Bron, KD, and Joel. I believe that was our starting lineup. Ant should go in for Book. There is no conversation here anymore about who's the best two guard in the league. Frankly, the best two guard in the world. It is Anthony Edwards. It don't matter that he's 22. He has that title. Okay? I don't need to see Book on the floor. I think they started Tatum. I don't need to see Tatum on the floor as a starter. I'm sorry. By the way, these commentaries, I was watching the game last night. These commentators, they got to really read up on their stats, man. I don't want to hear about Jason Tatum. Oh, he can shoot the three whenever he wants. No, he cannot. How many times are we going to talk about this, man? The guy shot 26% from three in the finals. What are we doing? I don't care if the line is a foot closer. He still can't shoot threes. I do not want to see him shoot threes. People that know basketball have literally said on air, stop chucking threes. It's not in your bag. As much as you want it to be, you ain't no Luka, you ain't no Steph, you ain't no Dame, you ain't no Halliburton, you ain't even Jalen Brunson, dog. I'm sorry. It's not in the club. Like, let's say you play golf, right? You take your clubs out, all right, and then you get to that hole, you're like, I need a hybrid. Didn't take one. Exactly what happens with Tatum with the three-point shot. Unless you work on it. And I'm talking about work on it. I'm not talking about, I'm going to shoot 50 shots, and if I hit 30, I'm good. Nah, you need to shoot 500, 1,000. Okay, I want to see, if you want to shoot 9 threes a game like you were doing last year and the year before, you better be shooting at least 35%. I don't want you shooting 31, especially on step backs, which is all you take. Yeah, I'm going to shoot 31% on this step back three in the fourth quarter while the game's on the line. You're going to get clowned, son, especially next year when not the whole East is not going to be on IR. It's not going to be in the ICU. You going to really face some teams. And let's see what happens then. You're on a $1 billion payroll on your team. You got one more year of, like, good competitiveness. If you don't win, that's it, bruh. That second apron gonna sneak up on you guys. Next thing you know, you're gonna have to blow that shit up. I'm telling you. Don't fall and listen. I saw him go to the rim against SGA. Love that. You know, I saw him take a midi. Don't love that much. Not from him. I like it more from Ant, but at least it's not a three. Now, when you start chucking up them three, if you are starting We started 11-1. That's what we started with that lineup with Tatum in. As soon as Ant got in, what happened? We turn up because Ant brings the energy. Ant is the energy leader, but he's also a dog, something Jason Tatum ain't. We've seen it in the finals. We've seen it in the playoffs. He ain't no dog. He don't want it like that. He just don't. He a passive-aggressive guy. Passive-aggressive. You know, like Braun. Except Braun got a little dog in him. Braun will yam it on you. You know? But I think Ant should start, man. All of Twitter saying it. Skip Bayless is saying it. Paul Pierce is saying it. Ant gotta start. It don't matter if he's 22. It does not matter. Okay? I think we should win. We should go 8-0. It should be nothing less than 8-0. If we are not 8-0, this shit was a disappointment. Okay? Because there is no reason that we send, 4 top 75, 2 top 10 dudes still at the peak of their powers, essentially, when they play, and we lose a game or even make it close. We should embarrass the world. This is our moment to, once again, for the next 4 years, stamp that we are the best in the world at basketball because we invented the game. I don't want to hear if the gold medal round is France and Wemby versus us. I don't want to hear, we have a problem versus France because there's a size. No. Because if we really wanted to, we could just stretch you out so far that is irrelevant. We have Curry, Halliburton, Ant, Bron, like KD. What do you Book? What do you mean? Hey, they're too much length, too much size. Excuses. That's one dude. We have a whole squad, 12 dogs. Well, 11 dog. Tatum not a dog, 11 dogs. 11 dogs and a puppy. I'm not hating. I'm just saying what it is. When you see him play, look at the clock. 5 minutes left. It's a close game. Who has the ball in his hands? It's not number 0. It's number 7. Guess what? Number 7 says something controversial when Kyrie was having kind of beef with Nike, and now he can't be on the team, and neither can Kyrie, and they're 2 of the best players in the world. What about PG? Maybe he doesn't want to get injured. He did break his leg and kind of derail his. He's still a Hall of Famer, but he could have been a way bigger monster if he didn't break his leg. So that's all I'm saying, man. Ant got to start. NASCAR this week, I believe, is at the Tricky Triangle. I believe they're at Pocono. I'm going to check. No Formula One this week. They're on break. They return July for the Hungarian Grand Prix at Spa. The Belgian Grand Prix, at Spa. Next week is the Open. So we will definitely be talking about golf next week. NASCAR is at, where is that? Why is it so hard to find? More sports. NASCAR. Horse racing? What? No, bro. NASCAR. There it is. NASCAR Cup Series. We are at Pocono. Denny Hamlin's track. He's won there like 5-6 times he's won there. I expect them to be very strong. I expect JGR to be very strong. I also expect Kyle Larson to be strong. Maybe Alex Bowman finds some extra oomph. I expect Chase Elliott to be strong. I expect all the original stock car NASCAR racers to be good. Okay? Kyle Busch should be good at this track. Now, as a winner, Danny can spoil it. So can Christopher Bell. He's been running really well. Got to watch out for the Fords in Blaney and Logano. Tyler Reddick. But I think William Byron or Chase Elliott wins this race. I don't know. Just a feeling. Just a feeling. Just a feeling. You don't got to go with me, but that's just the feeling I got. I feel like Chase Elliott or William Byron going to win this. Another guy, dark horse, and it's going to be a dark horse for the rest of the season because he's so close, is Ty Gibbs. So close. Okay? Other than that, that's it. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. I love you guys, all the love. The clips are coming. I'm going to work on them. I really, really love you guys. Please subscribe. If you watch it, please subscribe. Like, it helps me out. Helps get the word out. Share it with everybody if you like my takes. And I love you guys. God bless. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Subscribe. Like. Takes 2 seconds. Hit the notification bell. Hit the comments. Hit me with questions. And I leave you guys with the outro. Peace.